Hello, Collective. Wendy Joy, Love and Light. I'm sending encouragement, courage, strength, stability, and the willingness to continue to forge forward even when things appear to be hard. Because that's where I am right now. I am doing all of these things as tasks before me seem to be so exhausting and effort filled. The reward is always beneficial, and the opportunities for possible positive potential are all around you and they're all around me. It's whether or not you're willing to see, to resonate with the energy that vibrates within you, to sync with the energy that's being sent to you, divinely guided, not negatively sent through chaos or manipulation, but through clarity, wisdom, and the wantingness to continue to see your dream come into tangible form. And not just for you or for your benefit, but to benefit everyone and everything around you and provide encouragement across the ethers and use our interconnected bond to provide unity and love and compassion to everyone, everywhere, through our determination and our motivation and our choice to stay true to who we really are, to the inner you, the inner me. And when I looked at the clock today, it said 10 o'clock. To me, that's taking leadership, creating new innovations, if you will, and taking your first house, if you want to say that, like who you are and what you know you are to become, right? And then using that to incorporate the wholeness and the fullness and the completeness that's within the great reset that's being divinely guided to you through your spirit team, your higher consciousness, and the positive upward movement that you're walking toward, elevating into through each positive, loving choice you make and stick with, and then put motion into, and continue to go forward even if things appear to be hard, or if the unseen is offering negative possibilities from the negative demiurges, right, to try to dissuade you. But when those thoughts enter your mind, don't dwell on them. Just let them ride and go straight on through. Acknowledge that they were sent to you, but they're not yours. Acknowledge that it's a road that someone else wants you to take, but it's not the road you choose to take. And then you let those negative feelings or thoughts be given to the divine, to the creator, to release your burden because you recognized, you saw, and you responded positively. Therefore, you freed yourself from the deception that might be seated or clouded within your environment or your energy or even your mind, because that is happening, just so that you're aware. Negative thoughts aren't always your thoughts. They could be seeded into your environment, hoping that you'll recognize them as your own and then give life to whatever turmoil they're looking to have grow within you. But you have the power through your choice and through your discernment, through the clarity and the wisdom of the eternal, the positive, the pure, the righteous, and the holy, right? From beyond this realm, from beyond this enclosure, from, the upper realms that were mirrored back down here. So when you look at things as they are, and then you recognize the energy that resonates within you and what your true intentions are, then it's easier for you to realize that not every thought is yours. So use your discernment. And if it's easier for you to reach out and speak to me, because I've been surrounded by these energies all of my life, been tested and, tried, and then, chose me every single time, and my elevation and my higher good and my wisdom and my knowledge and my value gained through being perceptive and able to see what someone else might want to hide from me. And yes, there comes times that we are, mind fogged, where we're not sure, where we're looking to believe that our destiny is being laid out for us, right? And when we move toward the direction in which we know we, are dreaming of, that we desire, that our true path is guiding us toward, there will be outside energies that try to put doubt, anxiety, fear, frustration, and even delay in your way. And that's so that they hope that you give up. But don't give up. Don't give in, and don't allow their techniques to sway you from what it is that you truly know. And when you seek the clarity and seek the clearness of whatever the resolution is that is before you, then you'll recognize more of you being forefront in the picture and less of that negative pull being a chokehold to you, and that you've released it and you let it go, and that you have the wisdom of the value and you carry that forward. So when those techniques may start again, whether in the same way, shape, or form, or morphed into another similar type energy, then you have better judgment to rely on what you've already overcome. You've realized, recognized, and released what you've already overcome to carry you in a stronger position in your future moves. And in essence, you would be reconstructing or adding more support to your foundation. And now it will carry you because you currently have the tools that you lacked or that you needed to improve through whatever the endeavor could have been or may be. And we're also in a great position in time because the sky, the planets, the outer planets, the inner planets, the constellations, the rotation of the cycle of, our Earth's spin around all of these other planets is really putting us in a great position to shore our foundation by understanding, recognizing, and achieving the balance within all four of those planets and the moon that's hanging out as a handle. They call it a basket. So when you pull all of them up, and meaning you go through all of those houses and you receive the value of every lesson that's being gifted to you with the added energies from the cosmos, then it's putting us in a very good position to actually see our dreams, our desires, and our manifestations come into light for everyone to touch, to see, to sense, and to experience. And in my case, I really believe that justice will be balanced and that the wrongs that were portrayed upon me will be righted, and that my position will be stronger and my foundation firmer, with more stability, with all of the 4 aspects that the solar basket or the cosmic basket provides to each of us. Because as it spins through all the houses, it's affecting every part of our understanding, perception, growth, right? And everyone has a different story and different trials or tribulations and triumphs, so it won't be the same for everyone, but the pattern will be similar, and that pattern will be achieving, overcoming, recognizing, remembering, enhancing, embracing, and perfecting the true you, your true path, your true desire, and providing a firmer foundation without the unseen or unknown holes that may have once existed with the false narrative that you needed to learn and grow from or out of. Meaning that if it smells too good to be true, and then it starts to quack like a duck, and then it starts to swim like a fish, then literally that's not sent to you for your highest good. And I learned that the hard way. I misread some of the signs, and I tried to form what was happening in my life around what it is that I wanted and that I dreamed or desired to be mine, my future, my talents, my gifts, seen and used by everyone everywhere. And that dream, that desire, was tangled with the hope and the belief that what was being, guided to me to walk into was misled by the partner in which I thought I should take. Meaning that the thought, the dream, and the feeling inside of me was divinely guided. But the road that I took in order to get to where I thought my ends would meet everyone was tainted by negativity, deception, and suppression. And that was a deliberate tactic that the negative energies used in order to delay me, to hinder my message, to stunt my reach. But I've been leaving all of my thoughts, my encouraging messages divinely sent to me on multitude of social networks. So my word has gotten out, just not as far as I would like it to have in, the literature world. But I'm rectifying that by taking my own power back and sitting in self-empowerment and my self-boundaries, honoring my self-love and my forward movement, not harboring any type of resentment or anger, but letting the love still emit from me for everyone everywhere, because that's my mission, to be loving, to hold my frequency, no matter what comes my way, to find a solution and get over it, get past it, get through it, and enhance me while I do it, and come out a better version of me on the other end. We all have this power. It's how determined are you, and how much dedication do you have to who you truly are, and how far are you willing to go in order to honor your light essence. I've always run into the fire, and I've always stood in the front of the line, and I've always said, if you want the innocent, you have to go through me first. And that deterred a lot of people, but not everyone, and not all the time. They found other ways to try to get to me so that they could, stop my message, my protection, and my help to the innocent. And you are the innocent, right? Because you didn't willingly step foot into a land. You were born into it, and what you were born into was filled with lies and deception and corruption, and it trickled into everyday life. And it seems that these days, in recent times, it's been escalated, and it's affecting everyone. I believe that they're even using frequencies in order to manipulate. And I believe that because I've felt that. I think that part of my frustration, my stress, my continuing transformation of negative energy into positive energy directly toward me, looking to hurt, harm, stop me, right, was their way of bringing me down and shutting me up. But I never went down, and I never shut up, and I will never drop to a knee. And if I do, I'll get right back up, and I'll never be quiet unless they take my voice completely away. But I'll learn sign language, and I'll get my point across. Don't worry, because where there's a will, there's always a way. And I've known that my entire life. And that's been the core of my driving desire, to figure it out, to write it, to make it a doable solution that not just me, but everyone can utilize everywhere. So I am sending you just as much determination and motivation as I encourage within myself, so that we can all stand and utilize this month the portals, the planetary alignments, that we all have the ability to lift up our baskets and enhance ourselves and create that great firm foundation without the misconception of what negative was ever portrayed to you or to me in the beginning. And that we have more of a knowledge-based, clarity, leveled, balanced ability to receive the justice within every endeavor, and that we get as much as we give, and that we continue to stay lighthearted, filled with love and compassion and forgiveness, so that we can lift and lighten our load and be the highest, most brightest vibration, having a human existence, allowing our spirituality to fill us and raise our consciousness to a position where we are level with, shoulder to shoulder, if you will, with our higher consciousness, which then we just need to lift our arm, and then we'll be right with the divine. That's just how easy it could be. And when you believe, you will receive, and achievement will always be the blessing, the reward, the love, and the knowing that you did make a difference You made a difference in your life, and you made a difference with everyone else's life that is around you just by them watching and seeing the positivity and the forward motion that you choose to carry within every step you take, regardless of who's trying to, dissuade you, push you down, or dominate your steps. That's where I am. And I am very happy to say that no one has ever really held me down long, and no one has really ever gotten away with negative, forceful entry into my energy field. Not for too long anyway, because I can recognize it and I can walk away from it. I could be silent toward it. I could not give it any life to live, in which case it'll fade and it'll just wither away. And you could do that too. We all have this power. If you need any guidance, any suggestions, or any encouragement, reach out and let me know, because I have enough for both you and me. The divine talks to me every single day and surrounds me with love and grace and positive solutions and potential opportunities that have high rewards, because the divine knows that I am willing and ready to give it everything I've got. And you have that too. It's all about choice, position, and your inner growth, because you are more than what you see when you look in the mirror. There's a whole dimension, layers, levels of who you are, where you started from, and who you will become when you allow positive, loving light to fill your temple and shine bright. I love you. I love me. I love living life. And I believe that we all deserve peace and calmness in our existence without others, trying to suppress, push us down, or keep us quiet. So stand for who you really are and move in that manner. And I am always encouraging you and in your corner. Your spirit team is proud of you for every choice that you make and you stick with, that's positive and united and uplifting and interconnected for all. Blessed be my love.